We started pa. We go one step up and come back to pa. And we go one step down. So how many notes in total? 4 notes, right? So starting with we are not giving full volume. We are not starting like that. We are controlling our volume while we are going up. So when you sing an Alaap, which is actually coinciding with the tempo of your song, it will not sound like two different things. It will actually sound like a blended thing, right? So that. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to do something really impossible because we are going to learn an Alaap that is sung by the one and only LataMangeshkar ji herself. Okay, and this particular song was actually requested by Divya Mahida ji. She wanted to hear this Alaap which is in the song MEGHA RE MEGHA in my voice. So I thought as I'm learning this Alaap for her, why not I can just teach this for all of you. So that's what we are going to learn today, and for that let's set our Shruti box in the scale G sharp because my voice is a little strained, so I'm not able to reach the higher notes in A. That's why I'm switching to G sharp today. Sorry about that, but please do set it in G sharp and let's get to the video. So the Alaap goes something like this. So this is the Alaap. It sounds a little difficult, but if we understand this and learn, it is very easy because it's all simple patterns that is being used. The Alaap starts at the note pa. Where is our sa? This is our sa. Where is pa? Sa pa. This is our pa. Okay. Now from here we climb up 5 steps. Which is nothing but pa da sa re ga. So from starting we climb 1 step and we skip 1 note and go all the way up to sa, and we go 2 steps more. Okay, so together easy, right? Now we are all the way up till note ga. Now the next thing is to come down, right? So how we are coming down? We are coming down with a pattern. So 3 steps we come down. So from the place where we left, we start 1 step below that and we come down 3 steps. Okay? So let's try it. Now the next thing is to sing the same thing and also add pa while coming down. So what's happening here? It's the same first 3 notes and then we just go 1 more step down, which means we are just adding pa to it, right? So how is the notation? Re sa da pa. Easy, right? So now let's try 1, 2 and 3 together. Easy, right? Now the next thing is again a pattern, and just that instead of singing re sa da pa, we sing sa da pa ga. So what we are doing here? We are starting 1 step low and then we are just continuing with our pattern. Sa da pa ga. So let's try the previous one and this one together. What a beautiful pattern, right? So if you want to understand this in numbers, it's very simple. You are actually coming down like 7 6 5 4. 6 5 4 3. So that's how you are coming down, right? So that is a overlap, right? So let's try the whole thing together. Very nice. So this is our first part of the Alaap. Okay. Now moving to the next part. This is also pretty simple because here again we have a beautiful pattern that's following. And this again starts at the same note pa. Sa, pa. And this is the same place where we started our first note of the Alaap, right? Now what is happening here is we started pa. We go one step up and come back to pa. And we go one step down. So how many notes in total? 4 notes, right? And in notation, pa, da, pa, ga. Okay. One more thing is that the pa, that is you're going one step up and coming back to pa, right? That has to be sung a little faster because that's a run there. Okay. Understood? Pa, da, pa, ga. Okay. Now the next couple of notes is the same pattern repeating, but just that you start one step up. We started at pa. Now the next note is the note da. So we go to da, do the same thing again, which is starting at da, go one step up, come back to da, and come one step down, right? Da, go one step up and come back. Sa, da, and go one step down. Pa, so together, easy, right? So 1 and 2 together. Easy, right? Now we continue the same thing and we continue this for 3 more times. So our next note will be sa, right? Starting at sa, one step up and come back, and one step down. And a notation, sa, re, sa, da. Okay? Now the next one, starting at re. Re, going one step up and coming down. Ga, re, and going one step down. Sa, together. Now going to the last one, which is starting at ga. Ga, going one step up, coming down. Ma, ga, and one step down. Re, so together. Easy, right? So let's try the whole 5 things together, okay? That's all. See how easy and beautiful it is, isn't it? And finally, we stretch at the note ma. Ma. Make sure you don't strain your voice, okay? Try to give very less volume and try to not stress too much on that note, okay? So, this was the second big part of the Alaap. And finally, to complete this, so what's happening here? There are 5 notes. Ma, that's where we left. So what we are doing, we are starting at ma, coming one step down, stressing there once again, going back and coming 2 steps down. But while coming that 2 steps down, we are blending it, right? So in notations, ma, ga, ga, ma, re. So instead of ma, re, we kind of come as ma, ga, re, like that. So we blend it, okay? So let's try the whole thing together. That's it. Okay? So now let's try the whole Alaap together. Okay? It's our whole Alaap. Okay. Now these are with respect to the notes, right? When it comes to an Alaap before the song, that is before the song starts, if there is any Alaap, there is no Thalam that is involved in this, okay? Because you can start it at your own pace. So you don't have to worry about the Thalam. You just go with the flow and try to match up your Alaap along with the tempo of the song, okay? Meaning, say your song starts like Megha re megha, megha re megha. Say your song is in this space. You can't sing your Alaap. So you can see that the Alaap is a little dragging, right? So that is the reason if your song is like Megha re megha, megha re megha, if it is in this space, try to coincide with the tempo of the song. Megha re megha, megha. So when you sing an Alaap which is actually coinciding with the tempo of your song, it will not sound like two different things. It will actually sound like a blended thing, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. Don't make it too slow or don't make it too fast. Try to understand the tempo of your song or the rhythm of your song, and then you take a pick on your Alaap, okay? So this is with respect to the tempo angle or the rhythm angle of this Alaap. Now, there are a lot of dynamics that is involved. When you take up Lata ji's songs, the best thing that you can learn from her is the modulation, right? The way how she's trying to attempt the song, the emotion that she's trying to put into the song, the soul that particular, even if it's a single line, the soul that line has, right? So now let's try and focus on the dynamics of this Alaap, okay? The very first thing that you will have to understand while singing the Alaap is you should not sing it as notes, you should sing it continuously. You can't sing it like this. So this is singing the Alaap continuously. This is very, very important when you're attempting an Alaap. You shouldn't show that there are notes. You should show that it is a tune or it is a melody, okay? And melody only will come when you stitch all these notes into a single line, right? You can't bring out a melody if you just have notes like right? So that is very, very important with the song. Now let's try the first part of this Alaap by singing it continuously, okay? So this is singing it continuously, right? Now, the next thing that you should focus on is, while you're singing Alaaps like this, which has patterns, it is very important to connect the patterns together, right? So this is a pattern, right? So how do you connect this? Is by interlocking these patterns, right? So what is the difference between what we sang in the first one and what we sang in this? It's nothing but we are interconnecting these patterns through loops. Understood? So what is happening? So while ending the last note, we are taking that note, we are going back up to connect to the next pattern that is going to follow. Can you see that connection that is happening there, right? We are actually merging the last note of the first bit and the first note of the second bit, right? Understood? This is exactly what is needed when you are trying to attempt Alaaps that has patterns, okay? Now let's try to connect all the first three patterns that comes in the first part of the Alaap, okay? Easy. right? Now we'll have to just continue what we learned in the second part also, okay? So what are we doing here? It's the same thing that we learnt in the previous point. Connect the last note and the first note of the next coming pattern, right? Understood? And finally, and of course the finishing, you just sing it continuously, right? Easy, right? When you understand, it is very easy. And finally, there is one more point that you should understand, which is trying to modulate. And what do you mean by that? It is to bring out that voice modulation with respect to the volume that you are applying for each and every patterns of these, okay? So starting with what is happening? We are not giving full volume. We are not starting like that. We are controlling our volume while we are going up. And towards the end, the volume is very mild, right? This is nothing but volume control. Starting off with a very mild and controlled volume. And then so while you're starting the pattern, there is a bit of volume there, and then you're trying to bring down that volume, and by the time you start the next pattern, you're again bringing up the volume, right? Understood? So let's try this again from the top. Easy, right? So this is the same thing that you should apply in the second part also, because the second part is also full of patterns, right? Easy, right? And while you're stretching that last note, control your volume. Don't shout there, okay? Because that will spoil the whole beauty of the song, okay? And finally, towards the end, and you fade in, okay? So this is our whole Alaap with the dynamics. Let's try it from the top till the very end, along with all the things that we learned, okay? That was our Alaap for today. Thank you so much, Divya ji. I did not know this song earlier, and because of you, I got to not only hear the song but also learn it and sing it for you and also teach it for you all. So thank you so much for this beautiful suggestion, and to all those who had stayed till the very end, thank you so much for being there with me and learning this Alaap with me. If you like this video, please do share this with your friends and family. Let them also try and learn this beautiful Alaap of Lata ji herself. Put your thoughts in the comment sections below. I'll be really happy to read things from each and every one of you. And if you want to improve your vocal skills, or if you want to improve your basics, I have an entire playlist that will help you improve. So please do check that out. I have put the link in the description box. And thank you once again for watching this video, and with that I'll sign off for today, and I'll come back with yet another beautiful song next week. Till then, keep singing and take care.